Hello everyone. Today we're going to do a long distance test on the Velotric Discover 1 to see how far it can go with a guy who's 230 pounds. I did bring the extra battery. I took it off the Nomad 1. They seem to be interchangeable. I already tested that out to make sure that was going to work so that when we do take it out, we're not going to get stuck and have to ride this thing back without power. Well, that was pretty cool. It's one of the great things about being out here on the 606 trail. You see all kinds of cool things. Now, the temperature is supposed to be up to 50 degrees today. It's already 40, and that brings me much joy because this will be a warmer trip. I still think that it's in the cold battery territory since we're not over 60 degrees, so I don't expect this thing to do 60 miles that it says it's going to do. I've also unlocked this bike from a Class 2 to a Class 3, and you can do that by contacting Velotric at help. I'll put it right there. And that's who you contact if you have one of these and you want to unlock it from a Class 2 to a Class 3 bike. During this review, I'm also going to show you some beautiful areas of Chicago. I'm going to take some footage today, and I'm going to use some footage that I used from a review on a different bike a little bit ago, just so you can see how amazing Chicago is. So with that being said, let's quit talking, let's start riding, and let's get into it. We are out here by the lake. We're by Lake Shore Drive. We've gone 23.77 miles. We're down to 2 bars of battery left. This bike rides super well. I mean, it really does. For a while, I accidentally had the front forks locked out, but once I opened those back up, it made the ride a lot nicer. This thing just rolls. I mean, I'm used to driving the fat tire bikes, but this thing just goes. It's just super smooth, super easy to ride. I mean, especially with the seating position. I mean, I've been on this bike for at least a couple hours by now, and I feel totally fine. Check out this helmet that I'm rocking now. This is by Exnito, and Exnito sent me this hat, and they said, hey, we want you to try it out. And what I liked about it was that it has a light here on the front, and then it has one here on the back, but it has 4 different settings, so it does 4 different things. But because of that, I wore this hat on one review on a different bike, and I've worn this hat ever since. It comes with, well, it doesn't come with, but you can purchase an additional winter liner for it. And man, that thing has really kept my ears warm. And so that's what I've been wearing. You have a visor that you can take on or off, so you can put a baseball cap underneath it if you don't want this visor. I don't know. Check them out. Oh man, the wind is killing it out here. It just knocked over my camera. But if you're interested in this helmet, I'll go ahead and put a link down below. I have a coupon code so that if you use my coupon code and you get this helmet, you can get it for 135 bucks. I end up liking it way more than what I thought I would. So I'm wearing this like all the time, especially when it has these kind of bikes, or especially because it's cold, because it has the inner liner. So what we're gonna do is we're still gonna head out some more. I'm gonna show you more of Chicago. And then, you know, we got 2 bars left, so who knows, we'll get another 10, 15 miles out of this bike, and then we'll have to switch out, and then we'll head home for my final thoughts. So let's get going. We are out of battery. It didn't last that long after I had talked about having 2 bars left. I was fighting wind the entire time. It's really breezy today. And because of that, I'm now out. I'm out of juice. It ran out about 26 miles into it. And I rode about another half mile to find a safe spot to switch out the battery. So let's get this battery switched out so I can get home and we'll finish this up. We are back at the house. As you saw, we ran out of battery power about 26 miles in, which is totally fine, considering that I'm 230 pounds. I had 20 pounds of camera equipment with me. This battery probably weighs another 8 pounds. So this bike was holding a lot of weight, and it moved down the road just fine. This 500-watt motor in the back, I was surprised, you know, because this is a lot of weight to get moving, but it didn't seem to have an issue at all. I spent most of my time in pedal assist 4 because I noticed that when I put it in pedal assist 5, I felt like I was ghost pedaling. So pedal assist 4 for me and in speed 7 was good. That's where I felt the most comfortable. Now I did spend half of this ride doing throttle, pedaling, just to kind of, you know, mix it up. I wanted to make it kind of even, and the weather drastically changed during this. As you can see, it's more cloudy now. Halfway through the trip, temperatures dropped, it got super windy, so I spent half of this fighting the wind. The bike did a really good job considering that it had that 500-watt motor. This Ex-Nito helmet that I told you about earlier, we're gonna be giving one of these away for free. And the way that works is once I hit 2,500 subscribers, then boom, we're gonna randomly give one of these away. Now, it's not something that, so if somebody types in a comment like you've won and texts me at this crazy number, that's not real, okay, that's not me. The way you're gonna find out is in a video coming up once I hit 2,500. When that happens, I'm gonna announce who the winner is, and it's gonna be totally random. I believe for this would have had a suspension seat post, it would have been better. The seat here is really good. I spent about 3 hours in the saddle. This is really the first bike that I've ridden such a long distance that wasn't a fat tire bike, and I enjoyed it. If you want to discover one, you can go ahead, check out my link down there. I also have a discount code, it'll save you 60 bucks on it, and it lets Velotric know that you value my videos because they see that. You know what, guys? I really enjoy what I do, and I thank you for it. This is crazy. I mean, I was just riding around today, having a great time, enjoying the weather, mostly, and showing you Chicago. So I really want to thank you for being part of my channel. I really do. And until I see you again, enjoy the ride.